Hello and welcome back to another episode, another part if you will, of the Medieval 2 Total War English campaign that is going rather smoothly at this moment in time. Now before we commence, I noticed something on the last playthrough, part, whatever you want to call it, after I had finished recording, and that was tragedy in our ranks. So I urge you all please to observe a 10-second silence with me for the death of Edward Canmore, my loving Cecilia's husband. As much as we planned to backstab the Scottish, anyway, that doesn't detract from the fact that this was a tragic loss to my family, because he was, after all, my son-in-law. So yes, starting from now, I will be observing a 10-second silence, for he died tragically as he slipped down some slippery stone steps and broke his neck. Starting from now. Okay, and then there's my silence observed. God rest his soul. So we now have lost our blood tie with the Scottish, and Cecilia will no longer be Queen of Scotland in the future. But never mind. By the time that comes around, I think we will have decimated them anyway. So yes, we have Rufus with a son. He has conquered York and Carnarvon on behalf of the kingdom. Robert has conquered Rons on behalf of the kingdom, and now King William the Conqueror wants Henry to step up to the plate and conquer Dublin for the good of the kingdom. And to do that, we need an army. So that is what we shall provide. Okay, recruitment. I'm just going to check my... See, I'm losing 549 florins this turn. I think at the end of last term we finished our housekeeping, and therefore we shall end the turn. Okay, and the French are still in my lands. If you remember last time, these sneaky dogs snuck up into my lands, and I think because I'm not enemies with the French, this is why they are not causing devastation in my land. If they were enemies of my faction, they would probably cause devastation to my lands, which would decrease my trade. Just a tip there for any of you playing the game. Any of your enemies are in your lands, they reduce your trade for that province. So kill them and get them out of there as quickly as you can. Okay.
Yes, Your Highness.
Press spacebar to speed up the action there. Yeah, we have a priest in Rons now, so the only place that doesn't have a priest is York, and that's because they don't have a place of worship yet. And the Danes. Now, I've been focusing on France and Scotland for the majority of this Let's Play, just keeping an eye on what they're doing. But these people can spread quite quickly, like some sort of plague. They move very swiftly, taking Bruges, and sometimes I have known them to take, not take, but attack Caen. I've never gotten well with the Danish, so we will have to keep an eye on them. We are building spies here, recruiting spies. At least we are now, because I want to keep an eye on the French and sort of the Danes now as well from this side of the map. So we need at least 1 or 2 spies, just making sure things are not creeping up on us. Okay, so yeah,
God's servant.
1,600 to play with here, and I'm now preparing the army to take Dublin. So let's have a look. They have, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. So I think the makeup for the army should be Henry. I think we will need, how many have we got here? If we leave a garrison of 1, 2, 3, I think maybe 5 spear militia units, 2 archer units, 3 archer units, just to be on the safe side. We have 3 lots of horses, so yeah, we need 3 more units of spears, which we can train. I'm trying to think where I can train them from. I can take them from here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3 more from Carnarvon. Not Carnarvon, Caen. So if we take the troops from Caen north to Nottingham, Nottingham can train the remainder of its troops itself. and then we can then start the march on Dublin. Yes, very good. Okay, and as far as the turn goes, I don't think there's anything else. All of my settlements are happily expanding and constructing buildings. Did we do the diplomat?
Your Majesty,
Lawrence.
without question,
the
sire.
Milanese.
You have a proposition for our people?
Cristoforo Rossi. I do have an a proposition for you. Trade rights and the age-old map information, because I like money. And how about you pay me, shall I be a little bit more cheeky this one and say 900? Because in fact no, 1,000. You have modest wealth. I'm sure you can afford a bit extra cash, eh? Balanced. Take it down.
I guess we can agree to this.
I thank you. Tell your leader it is much appreciated.
This concludes our meeting, yes?
Yes, sire.
So there you go.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
I like to sell my map information for money. As I say, you can never have too much cash on your side, especially when recruiting an army.
Start that, you imbecile! Fleet ready, sire!
Bruges is swiftly taken by the Danes. Oh my god. I'm actually quite worried now. Okay. How many archers do we have here? I want one more archer. And one horse as well. I'm starting to strengthen Khan's defences, and once the spearmen have left and I can recruit some more, I am going to do so, because not only the French are threatening Khan, but also now the Danes are starting to make their moves. Did I see the Portuguese and the Spanish ally together? Yes, I did. And considering the Portuguese always attack my settlements, that is not good. Okay, some buildings. Ah, what do we have here? New family member. Who is it? Oh, it's a daughter, Robert. She won't even be a princess. She will just be a noble woman who can potentially marry, and we can have another general. But it's never mind. In these times, it was always preferred to have a son to carry the name of the blah-de-blah, you know, Henry VIII and all that. Okay, so Rons is still constructing something there. Khan is finished, and what can we build? Okay, we're onto the level 3 or level 2 buildings, whatever they may be. They are slightly more expensive and cost longer to build. So I'm just going to take stock of my financial situation, and we're actually losing 142 florins already, so construction in Khan is going to have to be halted. Similarly, Nottingham, that's actually only 600, so I can just about afford that to build that. And soon after, we might construct some communal farming. But yes, everything seems to be fine. Troops, yep, everything is still being constructed here, troop-wise. Okay, so we will take, as I pick up my keyboard here, to carry out this manoeuvre.
Orders. Your will, sire.
You need to go to
Sire,
Nottingham.
as you wish. Leaving the boat, sire. Orders. By your command. Ships ready.
Okay,
Fleet ready, sire.
thanking you. As soon as we can recruit some more spears there, we're going to have to do so. Okie dokie.
Yes, Your Highness.
And Mr. Biddell.
My lord,
Onwards.
without question, sire.
Any more, any more, any more? I think we'll go to Popeland.
Yes, sire.
Popeland, the land of the Pope. We have 13 turns left to take Dublin. There is no rush here. No rush at all. No need to strain ourselves. Oh. The Danes have moved somewhere. Now this is actually getting slightly more worrying. I can't see them.
Your will, sire. As you wish. We'll make camp here, sire.
Uh-oh, poor relations with France. They are going to attack me soon. I can feel it in my waters. Okay, on that bombshell, because it is a bombshell, because I can feel a war brewing very soon. I will end this part. Join me again soon.